Hey everyone, this is David Perruzza from the Foundation Group Real Estate team, and we are here to talk to you today about pre-construction real estate, specifically low-rise pre-construction real estate in Ontario. And should you buy today? That's the big burning question. I am joined today by none other than Joe Daddio. Joe is the broker of record owner of LePage Citizen Realty. He is also the owner of Citizen & Co., a sales and marketing company for pre-construction real estate. Joe has 34 years experience in the business, thousands upon thousands of transactions in real estate, billions of dollars sold. Joe, thank you so much for being here with me today.
Thank you, David. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Joe's also a good friend of mine, so we're going to be smiling a lot during this video. And he's also the owner of the brokerage that I work at. Joe, I wanted to talk about low-rise pre-construction.
Yes.
Not talking about condos, we're talking about low-rise. This is something that you specialize in, you have over the years, specifically with Citizen & Co. Tell us about the vision of Citizen & Co. and how you facilitate the market with low-rise pre-construction.
So Citizen & Co. will be introducing many sites throughout the GTA and within a 2-hour radius outside. We're bringing in 2023 approximately 5,000 to 6,000 units. We're going to be introducing from low-rise, which would be residential housing, townhouses, and condominiums, as far as Huntsville to Fort Erie, as far as Coburg to Wasaga Beach, Collingwood.
Amazing, that's fantastic. So would you say that low-rise, by definition, when we're talking about people who buy this product, is it more of an end user, Joe, or is it investors that are looking to buy this type of real estate?
So over the past 2 years, this is a very good question. Over the past 2 years, we've seen a number of people invest into low-rise because of the demand that has brought to the marketplace. But traditionally, it's always been an end user going into, for the majority of the part, it's always been an end user going into the low-rise. On the condo side, it's been mostly investor.
Perfect. And let's park that for a minute because I think it's very important. But I think what we really want to sort of elaborate on right now and what I think is a lot on people's minds is, should I buy? Right? That's the big burning question. I mean, I don't think the media does a really good job of giving us any good news, especially when it comes to real estate. You know, you've been in the business a lot longer than I have. I've seen different waves come and go, up markets, down markets. Joe, should someone buy real estate, even specifically pre-construction real estate today?
So that's the magic ball question. We get that asked every day, multiple times. But here's the answer. I've been through 4 slowdowns. Okay, and that's what this is. It's just a little bit of a reality check. The prices have come down. The magic question is, when is this going to stop? There is no answer to that.
No.
Okay, I can tell you this: if you're waiting for that answer, you're going to be too late. Okay, and you're going to say, I should have bought yesterday. Well, make yesterday today. Buy your property. If it goes down a little bit, it's okay, but you got yourself into the marketplace. That's what's important, because when this market does turn again, where the demand was where it was a couple of years ago, you're going to be too far behind. And you're going to say to yourself, I should have did it when I had the opportunity. Take the opportunity, buy today. The Ontario government made an announcement. They're going to bring in approximately 1.5 million people of immigrants into this country in the next few years. Apparently 50 to 60% should land in Ontario. What does that mean? Shortage of houses.
Shortage of housing.
We already have that now. We will continue to have that. Remember, supply and demand. Okay? Supply is short on pre-construction. Demand is very high. Prices of pre-construction homes will not go down. Land is so valuable to the builders, they will not purchase for less. Construction prices are going up. What does that mean? Prices will maintain or go higher. Okay? If you're in the market, please look at pre-construction, look at low-rise, make your investment, purchase, and don't make it a regret.
So I think it's no secret, Joe and I are both very bullish on not only buying real estate, investing in real estate, but for sure pre-construction real estate. So let's peel this back for a second and let's give some information on, you know, what the main differences are on pre-construction low-rise versus condominium, but more importantly, what are consumers looking for in a new home? And also, what is the definition of low-rise? You talked about detached homes. We talked about townhomes. There's stacked townhouses. Is there anything else that we're missing in terms of low-rise?
So it's a good question. So low rise is just that. It's low rise. Anything that is within 3 floors will be considered low rise. Anything above 3 floors will start to get into mid rise, and then anything above 6, 7 floors will start to be considered high rise. Okay. Yeah. In the low rise side, majority of the people invest in there because they're able to get into the marketplace within the next 1.5 to 2 years. Yeah. Where high rise, they'll get into the marketplace 5 to 6 years.
6 years.
Okay, so that's why you get more investors into that rather than users, because the investor doesn't care when it closes. The user does. Yeah. They want to move into something. They want to call it home. They want to start their next chapter.
Yeah, perfect, amazing. So again, let's go back to the difference. So we talked about the longer closing period. We know buildings, especially in downtown Toronto, with the way the permitting is going and zoning is going and trying to get paperwork through the municipalities to get things done. What are some of the other big differences between condo, pre-con, and low-rise? Right? What is someone looking for specific to low-rise versus buying a condominium?
Well, again, go back at it. The main focus that they have on low rise is that they're able to move into the property. Yeah. That's their main thing. They want to be able to say, you know what, I need a home, I'm going to move in. A lot of first-time buyers don't want to wait 5, 6 years. They want to move into that property now. The second or third buyers are upgrading. They want to move into their home. Yeah. Okay. They want that comfort level. No, I'm going to be in a house, a 1.5 years. Yes, there's a lot of problems that come with it because of all the construction and delays, and that's reality. We live in Canada. There's always going to be delays, right?
So if I'm looking at a new home, let's say in Whitby, Ontario. Yes. What are sort of the key things that I should be looking at from a developer standpoint? Location obviously plays a very big part of it. What are some of your clients and customers looking for when they're actually selecting a home to live in?
The main thing that everybody looks at is elevation. And elevation is the front of the house.
The front of the house.
What does it look like? Yeah. Is it a traditional look? Is it a contemporary look? Is it a transitional look? That's the main thing. Okay. That's number 1, curb appeal. Number 2 is functionality and layout. Yeah. Number 3 is the size of the land. Yeah. So everybody says to me, well, isn't the bigger the lot, the better the lot? No. People want what's inside of that house before they want what's outside.
So craftsmanship is sort of what you're referring to.
Exactly.
And would you say there's a little bit more flexibility on how someone can customize their home versus customization on a condominium, for example?
So condominium, there's 0 changes. The builder doesn't want to hear, let's move this wall, that opportunity is not available. Yeah. So you're buying in off a floor plan without being able to look at the unit, and no changes can be made to it.
Except for finishes, maybe you can upgrade here and there, but that's about
very
it.
Limited. Yeah, it's very limited on that side. The low rise, you do have the opportunity of customizing it to yourself. Obviously, it comes with a cost, but customize it to your needs. So if you want to move a room, if you want to make it from 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 4-bedroom to 3-bedroom, whatever you want, and the builder's opportunity, the opportunity is available to get that done, the builder will be more than happy to do that for you.
Perfect. That's great to know. And then let's go back for a minute. So okay. What's the process like? So I'm a customer, I come into your sales center, I sit down with you, we have a meeting, you're talking to me about a brand new project that you've got on the go right now. Kind of take me through that sales process, sort of from start to finish. What should I expect as a buyer?
So what happens typically is a buyer will come into the presentation center. They'll come in and ask the preliminary questions, all the necessary questions. Price list, bonus, what's included, what's your closing date, what's your deposit structure. Yeah. And then they start looking at the elevations, floor plans, who the builder is, what they have to offer, how long they've been in the business. And that's when you get the one-on-one. And that's why low rise on a presentation center is so attractive, because the buyer doesn't have to look at a computer. They don't have to, make a decision off a computer. It's all one-on-one. That's the beauty of a low rise connection that you have over a high rise. Right. Okay. Now, once they make the purchase, once they decide to make the purchase, to do the agreement of purchase and sale, in most parts it'd be conditional for 5 days on financing and lawyer review, and once that's all been met, then the agreement is firm and you own the house.
So financing, that's a very big part of it, because no one is really going to get a mortgage for something that hasn't been built yet. So financing in cases of pre-construction are often some level of commitment from a lender, from a bank, showing to the builder that this purchaser can actually qualify for a mortgage when the time comes.
Yes, that's correct. So the builder does want a commitment letter from a financial institution that clearly states, we do qualify to purchase the house, and that is required with every single builder that's out there.
Yeah.
Okay. If you can't provide that letter, the builder just doesn't want to sell you the house.
Exactly. So I've purchased the home. You have my deposit checks. We've met the need of financing. Take me through the fun part of like coming in and actually picking finishes and going to the design centers. I think that's important.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the beauty again on the low rise, is that on a later date, you'll have 2 meetings with the builders directly, okay, in their decor studio. One will be structure, where you have the opportunity of choosing, your floor heights and relocation, as we discussed, making it more customized to your living and style. And then the second meeting will be on decor. So you get to pick all your interior finishes and customizing the home again to your needs and taste.
Exactly.
Yeah, you never have to accept what the builder has given you. It's not a standard feature. It's not to say, I want white floors. You can choose whatever you like.
Oftentimes, some of the changes come with a cost.
Yes.
Right. And that's a cost that, some people are willing to bear because, like you said, they're going to be moving in. They may be starting a family there. They want that home to be theirs. They don't necessarily want, the same home that their neighbor has. Right. So there's a level of customization, making it a little bit unique. And I think that's super cool because, it's a home that someone is going to be living in, and it's not necessarily one that, there's going to be renters coming in every year, and they don't necessarily need to worry about paying too much up front because someone else is going to be living there.
Yeah. The main question we always get in our presentation centers is, should I buy resale or should I buy pre-construction? That's our main question. Okay. The main answer to that is, how customized you want to make your home.
Yeah.
Are you prepared to accept somebody else's colors, or do you really want your own? Okay. That's the main answer to what they want to hear, because when you're buying a pre-construction home, yes, it comes with its difficulties of delays, and you're going to be living in a little bit of dirt, and your car's going to get dirty. That's fine. But the inside of that house was customized to you. You can always say, hey, I bought this house. This is what I chose. This is what I wanted.
Yeah.
And you're going to be happy.
Yeah, and I think over time, we all agree that the value of that home is going to go up, really, no matter where you buy. From my experience in working with a lot of your projects, the barrier to entry is actually a lot lower than you would have in downtown Toronto, right? Your price per square foot on a townhome in Ajax or Bowmanville is significantly less from a condominium in downtown Toronto. And so those who necessarily cannot afford to live in the city are actually flocking to the markets outside of the core because it's more affordable. They can still get to and from work via the highway system or the transit system, and they're comfortable living in a place that they're not going to have to struggle to afford year over year.
Absolutely, and you touched on a good point that the outside market has flourished, and the number one reason is for transit.
Yeah.
Right. People have the opportunity of saving a considerable amount of money, going outside an hour of the Toronto area, taking the GO train, coming on in, and it's very comfortable.
Yep.
Right.
I'm going to throw you a quick curveball.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this Greenbelt announcement that our premier just made recently, opening up thousands and thousands of acres of land to build on? I'm guessing with that smile, you're happy with it?
We're very happy. Yeah. All the builder developers are excited about this because it gives more opportunity. They estimated that we're 1 million homes behind. Okay.
Yeah.
And now we're bringing in 1.5 million people into the marketplace. Remember, these people that come into our marketplace will be buying a property, not today, because everybody says, well, they're coming in today. No, they're buying 5-7 years from now.
Yeah.
In 5-7 years from now, if we're already behind 1 million homes now, how many homes are we going to buy behind at that point?
Yeah.
So with this introduction that they've made, which they've made 2 of them, one was the Greenbelt, one was a multifamily home, a multifamily dwelling. But with the Greenbelt, it gives more opportunity because there is a lot of land tied up in the area that is unnecessary, right? I'm not saying all Greenbelt is unnecessary. I said some of it is, okay? And that gives the opportunity of bringing more development, closer to the GTA again, okay, rather than going to the outskirts.
Yeah, too far, exactly. Joe, that's all I have for you today.
Yes.
Thank you very much for doing this with me. Always very informative.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.